E-procurement increases transparency and accountability of public resources. Nobody is disputing that. And I think what our brother, the chair of the Council of Governors, is saying is that the county governments are experiencing challenges in making use of e-procurement. For the comfort of the chair of the Council of Governors, it is not just county governments that are experiencing those challenges. Even national government agencies are experiencing the same challenges, including my office. However, we must resolve those challenges and implement e-procurement because we will not revert to the manual procurement system whatsoever. So we must work to remove the challenges, not just for the county government, but even for the national government, because we are experiencing the same issues. In terms of the reforms you're undertaking, CS Mbadi, I don't envy you. These are important reforms, and I'm sorry, we will not go back on them. We will not. The Treasury single account is important because government of Kenya resources must be kept at the central bank. Many government agencies have been keeping money belonging to the people of Kenya in commercial banks, earning interest, which is not accounted for. So we must go to the Treasury single account, and there is no retreat, no surrender, no amount of pushback will make us review that policy decision. It was a decision of the Cabinet of the Republic of Kenya, and that decision is not personal to CS Mbadi or even to his predecessor, Professor Njuguna Ndung'u. Our DPF today should invariably lead us to adopt a whole-of-society approach in leveraging funds through coordinated structures to maximize impact, reduce duplication, improve governance, and strengthen linkages among interconnected projects. As we gather here today, our goal is to deepen ongoing reforms, strengthen the use of county systems, improve absorption rates, and ensure that every shilling of ODA is fully aligned with Vision 2030, the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, and the medium-term plan for priorities. The Nairobi Declaration on Climate Change, adopted at the Africa Climate Summit, serves as Africa's common position on future climate negotiations. This declaration emphasizes the need for global collaboration to mobilize climate finance and reforms to the global financial system to better support African nations in their climate goals. We expect to receive a status report from the Ministry of Environment and Forestry and Climate Change and a call to action in this regard. Lastly, development demands in Kenya and many countries far outweigh the available resources. The government is therefore implementing its commitments in partnership with yourselves, not only in alignment with our foreign policy, but also to support the fulfillment of our development objectives. The job creation and income opportunity agenda has become a critical anchor in our programming going forward. Thus, it is important to review existing programs for purposes of evaluating their currency and responsiveness to this agenda of job and income creation and other priority programs within the context of the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. Our focus on opportunities, especially those that help our nascent industries and sectors, including micro, small, and medium enterprises, is our new north. We must drive job and value creation in our programming. Where the same is not perfectly aligned, we must be willing and able to allow change. In other words, we are requesting our development partners to work with us to align existing and future programs with the priorities of Kenya, notably the priorities of the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, which is spearheaded by this administration, and also the vision, the Kenya Vision 2030 priorities. We will also be supporting the diversification of our economy to create jobs and expand the tax base. To do this, we are examining measures to support private sector enterprises operating in key development areas such as manufacturing and agriculture, and attract and retain domestic and foreign direct investments.
One of the contention that is currently being pushed is that Parliament revoked. If there is any government office out there who is going to use that as an excuse, please know I'm not going to buy it. Parliament has not revoked anything, because the question I want to ask, we are implementing IFMIS as an accounting system. Why is that? Why hasn't it been revoked? Can't you ask yourself? I have issued circulars on zero-based budgeting. I have issued circulars on treasury single account. When I issue circular on e-procurement, people have a problem with it. And all these are circulars from the National Treasury. It's because people have interest in procurement. That is the truth. They still want to go back to manual and manipulate procurement, where they pluck papers from the tender documents. And that is what we are not going to allow. I was hired to bring change. In fact, Parliament vetted me. And one of the things that I committed to Parliament on was to bring e-procurement in government. And they congratulated me for that. So how Parliament can turn around now to say that e-procurement is violating the Constitution? Where is that provision of the Constitution? The Attorney General is here. There is no violation. In fact, the Constitution is very clear that accounting system, procurement system is a function of national treasury. We design the accounting system for government. We design procurement system for government. So there is no excuse. Nothing has been revoked. We did not present anything to Parliament to be revoked. I don't know where they got that document which they were revoking. I have not presented anything to Parliament because there was no legal requirement to present. I issued a circular to government officers to procure through e-procurement, and that is still the position until the cabinet revokes it. Thank you very much.